Hi, John Marshall, the DrillMaster. In keeping with my series of service drill teams, the Service Honor Guard drill teams, I'm going to go to next. Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me pull that down. There we go. This is the Virginia tattoo, and this is the Coast Guard Ceremonial Honor Guard drill team performance. So this will be the first performance that I'll critique, and then in the coming weeks and months I'll add to each one of these drill team playlists that I've created. All right, here we go. So the entrance is very solemn and anticipatory. Then moving out to the block formation, getting so I have to say right here, this it's fairly long setup. Now here, not a problem. This is I get it. I understand. And then the lights come up, but we're getting you can see larger steps from a couple of the ceremonial guardsmen because they're getting their alignment off of the commander here, and that's fine. However, the larger steps just seem to they're out of the larger side steps. It looks like anticipation of the step close, the step slide that the honor guards do, and it looks like he might even double as a pallbearer. So because his heels didn't close, and that's another explanation. But anyway, so.
Please welcome the United States Coast Guard pilot, Drill King.
So notice they used the announcer's words. Bad camera movement there, watching the commander. So one of the things that that I've said over the last few years, I've written it a few times, is that I appreciated the joint service drill competition becoming an exhibition. The last competition was in 2012. I judged that, and then it was an exhibition for several years. Now it's back to in 2022, 2023. Now it's back to a competition where there's a trophy awarded. And one of the things that I really appreciated about it being an exhibition was that it's just like, do you prefer the Blue Angels or do you prefer the Thunderbirds? Who cares? They're both awesome teams. So here, we don't necessarily, we in the military, we don't necessarily compete against ourselves, although at a certain level we can, and I get that. But one of the issues with the Coast Guard Ceremonial Honor Guard is that they have very few members. The routine that they've created for the drill team is practiced whenever they can, whenever there's time here, time there, and you see the thumb signal. That was very good. I'll take it back here. Now watch his thumb right here. There you go, up, down, and then they go. And I appreciate thumb signals much better than the commander walking through, turning around, stopping, and then heel click, and then heel click, and then it's a little monotonous. Now here the commander walking back and forth and back and forth and back and forth also can get a little monotonous. So here, I'm not a fan of side steps like that at all, especially when you're at port. And the see, and it was a long setup there as well. However, let me get back to my explanation. I appreciate the exhibition part of the just switching to exhibition, because the Coast Guard will never win the competition. Navy has a chance. Air Force, Army, definitely, because they have complex routines, and and same with the Marine Corps. Although the Air Force has probably the most complex routine out of all of them, if you take everything into account, which you need to be a trained judge to be able to understand all of that. But I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent. Anyway, the reason why they will never win the performance is because the Coast Guard, Ceremonial Honor Guard, just doesn't have the time to create such a to have such a large team and then create such a complex performance. This is just fine. It's complex enough and the team members have mastered each one of their positions well enough so that the crowds appreciate the performance, which is exactly what's supposed to happen. All the service drill teams do a great job in different ways. So whereas the other team performances are around 12 or so minutes, this one is pretty much finished at 6. So again, they don't have the time. Let me back it up just a bit and we'll watch a little more. Every single one of the Coast Guardsmen at the Ceremonial Honor Guard has at least 2 jobs. Of the 3 ceremonial elements, there's pallbearers, firing party, and then colors. And so everybody there is qualified in at least 2 of the elements. Now, if you then want to go for the drill team, then you're going to qualify for that as well. So practicing every element plus drill team takes time. So the complex down, okay, I'm not talking about that at all. They do a fine job for what they do. It's just not as complex as the other drill teams. And they have their unique way of rifle manipulation, which you can pick it out from amongst the other performances. So there's a unique Coast Guard style, especially going to right shoulder with the left hand coming up. It used to be a little different years ago, and I'm so glad for the last NCOIC of the team changing that. Thank you very much, sir. Very much appreciated. It just didn't look good at all with the slight bending of the wrist and a swooping motion here. It just didn't keep the persona of what these what each of the performers were projecting. The communication was much different. So again, the sidestepping, there's a coming into the company front line here right here could have been entirely different, and with the inside drillers right here staying pretty much there, and then the inside at the rear coming out to the middle, and then at the rear coming all the way out here, with only these outside at the front having to step over minimally. But and I get the sweeping motion. It looks good. However, it just doesn't work as well with side steps like that. Those gigantic side steps, especially since everybody's on the same foot. So you have side step, side step, side step, side step, instead of having the team start out with the inside foot and then side step, making it look much cleaner if you're going to do that. But then, again, having the time to work things like that out, it just sometimes it just doesn't exist. So well done, Coast Guard, Ceremonial Honor Guard drill team. You are, along with the other services, you're consistently impressive, and the performance changes here and there, and you get new new petty officers. I was going to say NCOICs. You get new petty officers in who will recreate and maybe change things here and there, and that's good. Keeping the performance evergreen, and having those changes in the performance is good, honestly. So anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I appreciate it, and here's to, I think, the Navy. I have yet to do, so I'll be getting to them slowly but surely. Thank you for watching.